I'm not at home.
Yo, welcome back to Gabos Sports. Very, very eventful weekend. And so I reconvened the dream team to go through all things Premier League. And there's been some, as I say, huge storylines to cover it or to cover them with today. I am joined by Mr. 100, Baz.
Yes, what's happening, Eagle? What's happening, boys? Good to be back. Very interesting developments, man. Very interesting developments. Eagle, you don't sound as upbeat as you usually are. It makes sense, though.
It's been okay for a few weeks, and we'll get into that in a little bit more detail later on. I'm also joined by the one, the only Russ once again. I mean, a few technical difficulties there, but
sorry. Thanks for having me on, boys. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. Can't wait for this episode, man.
And last but not least, the ambassador of one side of the United coin, on which Hus inhabits, Mr. Issa on the panel here today as well. And
I'm
got a few
always
interesting. Oh, okay, listen, man. I'll be honest with you, I do it in order, right? But now that you've noticed it, I'll make sure you're first next time round, okay?
Good.
That'll make you feel better. The first comment already is coming from AA saying Aboudi ducking this, and let's be honest, he has. He sent me out.
Yeah. Hey, that's a fair point.
He thought he's sly, bro. He thought he's sly.
I know, man. The first episode he takes off, and it's the collapse of the uncrowned Arsenal empire. We've done nothing yet, and it's already falling apart, boys, by the looks of things. Edu quit today, although they're saying they tripled his wages, and he's going probably to Nottingham Forest to manage that portfolio of clubs. And of course, how can we not talk about the impotent loss to Newcastle? I don't think we had a shot on target in the whole game. It's been a running theme. Arsenal are just incredibly boring to watch. It's been shit, bro, this whole season, in my opinion. And it was shit again against Newcastle on Saturday afternoon. Did any of you guys watch the game?
Yeah, I think it was poor. Very poor. And I got some. I don't know if it's controversial. I don't know if you're eager. You're gonna probably not like this or whatever. But you know what is funny though? The guy that scored the goal, in my opinion, is the guy that Arsenal and maybe Edu, by the way, because I was looking at some of the targets that Edu had or Arteta had and Edu didn't get. And for me, and you don't know this here in the group chats, for like 3 years or however long it's been now, I've been screaming for, even United, Lisa and Hus, I screamed for a number 9 for both of those clubs. And it's just interesting that he scored and then Edu gets gone. So it's an interesting one. But me, I think that's shocking from Arsenal. Whoever watches our pod obviously sees that 2 or 3 weeks ago, I predicted Arsenal were to go unbeaten. So not only have I messed that one up, they've proved that I know nothing once again. I don't know, man. I think that's a tough result. City losing, obviously, you net out neutral. There's not, I mean, if the race is between you and City, but Liverpool seem to be doing good.
Yeah.
Something in me tells me, I'm not even going to say Arsenal are still there.
Say it.
But shocking back-to-back results. And no, actually, Liverpool one wasn't shocking, but a win there would have boosted. I think a win there would have got you a win at Newcastle. I mean,
I don't think City's L. I don't think City's L evens it out to neutral because
Bro, I think Arsenal, when they don't capitalize on a City L, that's more significant. So I think you put City's result to the side. I think Arsenal's L is fucking fat, bro. Whether City won, drew, lost, whatever, Arsenal's fat as L because.
But I don't know if City's as good as you think they are. Rodri's out. That loss is shot, bro. That loss is terrible, bro. Listen, forget Arsenal existed for a second. That loss is dead from City as well. Yeah. So that doesn't change that. What I want to take, I'm gonna listen to you lot first on the take on the game because I have something about Arsenal generally that there's someone in there that's not doing it for me, and it's not on the attacking front. But Husi, let me hear your thoughts on the game itself and Arsenal and their position.
Well, I was running an event on Saturday, so I was catching glimpses. So I can't say I watched the whole game. I did watch extensive highlights, and I obviously spoke to all the Arsenal boys at the event and whatnot, and they were all just saying not good enough. It was on Arsenal. It wasn't the referee. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. It was just not good enough from the boys in red. And I thought, yeah, fair enough. Looked at the statistics. I was like, yeah, it kind of matches up with what they were saying. I feel like I can't give too much input on this one. Did you guys not win enough corners? Don't know. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But what I will say is this, yeah, and I said it last week and I'll say it again. The title does not get decided on November the 1st or 2nd or 3rd. Yeah, it's bad. And yeah, the first half of the season, I thought Arsenal would be flying this season. I thought they would be scary. Like, I thought by December, like, yeah, okay, they've solidified their in the towers, and they still are. But, yeah, I don't know, boys. I don't know. Other than Liverpool, who have surprised me,
yeah,
everyone's underperforming a bit at the top. And that includes Man City.
This is what I got to say. Yeah, I think on the plus side of all of it, right? I think everyone is kind of talking about this title race like City are gonna get 100 points, 90 something points. I actually think this title is probably going to be won this season closer to the mid 80s, and that's just because I feel like none of these teams are really gonna. I think each one has its own problems. I think we haven't seen Liverpool yet because okay, they played us last week with a depleted squad. But I think generally their schedule so far hasn't got to like super grueling stages. So we'll see. That's what happened to them last season. Remember last season they were like March and then they ran out of steam, and then towards the end they kind of just sputtered. Towards the end they went out of everything and yada yada yada. And I think the same thing will happen again. I don't think they've not changed anything, right? They're a great team, but can they stay that course? I'm not sure. And City without Rodri, I think Wolves should have got something out of it last week. And Bournemouth did this one. So that being said, I think that's a nice natural segue. Let's talk about the City result. Was it a shocker?
Is that it on Arsenal, bro? Is that it on Arsenal?
No,
I don't know.
Listen, I
try to quickly move on, but I think, yeah, you guys, what do you guys want to talk about Arsenal?
Listen. For me, I'll tell you a couple things, man. I think there's a player that Arsenal had high hopes for, and I think he's been a letdown. And that's my man. Havertz, bro. You're talking to a Havertz fan over here. The guy that's not timbering is Timber, bro. Yeah, he's not doing much, brother. And for that goal, Eagle, you watched the game, you said, yeah? Bro, you got Isaac in the box. Gordon is like lining up to cross it in. And did you see the way he's trying to block that cross, bro? Like he's playing in the park, bro. Like arms behind his back, a lazy left, like trying to. That was poor. I don't think he's been. I don't know. I think the games I've watched him play, maybe not all of them, but I don't know. It's almost like Saliba and Gabriel also underperform when he's playing for some reason. Gabriel looked a bit. I don't know.
Wait, touch on Dumb and Dumber in the box. Dumb and Dumber in the box.
Who's Dumb and Dumber here?
Your two centre backs, bro. How do you allow?
I don't think you're in any position to be able to.
Wait. You can see the cross coming from half an hour before, yeah. You can see that cross is coming in.
Listen, man, I'm not having that from you, bro.
You're trying to. Wait. Let me speak, bro.
Player with a picture of
him in in fairness, it was an amazing. The cross was great because
Amazing cross.
too high.
Mhm.
It was too high, and like, it was exactly on Isaac's head. He didn't have to do much.
Yeah, it was a great
However, the cross cannot get.
Unbelievable delivery.
The cross shouldn't be. He shouldn't be allowed to cross it there, especially. I just don't think the cross should have come in. I know sometimes, let them cross, and 9 times out of 10 the cross is shit. But
yeah,
I think it's one of those ones where Timber has to get out there.
I think
Bro, let them cross. Let them cross if the centre back's marking the striker who the ball was going into. But he's in between both of them. He's on his one chilling. He's just like this, bro. He's like, put the ball in my head, please.
This is why I disagree with both of you. First of all, because I think the whole game changed. Hang on, the whole game changed last weekend against Liverpool when Timber came off. That's when Salah found the space. He did an excellent job on Salah before. Hang on, and he's got the variety, bro, to play him everywhere. If anything, I think the problem for Gabriel and Saliba is that we have a midfield that can't progress the ball forward. That's what's happening. Because Marino and Rice, who I think other people with the blame should really fall on, are not adventurous when it comes to advancing the play. So they just play it backwards, and there's no intensity.
Yeah. You beat me to it on Rice. You beat me to it.
Yeah.
I was coming for Rice, Mr. Rice.
But Igal, don't you? Sorry to interrupt, Igal, but don't you think Rice is instructed to do that? Isn't that his role at Arsenal? Like part of his role? Sorry, like what we've been seeing for a while.
Listen,
show me something, bro.
There's a couple of things that have happened. I think sacrificing Partey, who has been our best midfielder this season so far, right back, when Ben White is, he can play the game. He's on the bench. You know what I'm saying? At least start him and then take him off if it's not working. We have to win this. We have to win that game.
Tell me when I can say my bit.
I have a quick question, Isa. Then take your time. Yeah. Question for you to think about, Igal, an Arsenal fan. What do we think about, when everyone was like, I think Arsenal, after last season, they'll come back more hungry because now they've tasted silverware. What do we think about that season may have actually burnt, like something went turned off? Because some of the players that were cooking, in my opinion, like even Ben White, I think last season was better than this season. Some players, I don't know, maybe the hunger's not there. I also think Odegaard, by the way, I've been saying Odegaard is the heart of that whole team, and he's proved it. Since being injured, he's proved that. But maybe there's something missing there. The hunger, maybe they're not on it because they just know it's the first time they challenged and it went. They kind of, so maybe they don't want to do it again. Just maybe.
They don't trust that bum in charge. That's why, bro.
That's why they failed. The team was 10 against Arteta. Is that your theory?
They want him. They want his fate to be like Ten Hag's, bro. I'm telling you now. Them 2 seasons. By the way, I called. Remember our pre-season predictions? Everyone was laughing. I'm like, by the way, Arsenal had their chance to get as close to a league title and potentially win it in the last 2 years. I said it's going to eventually stop. You're not going to keep becoming better and better and better and better and better. But this year, we're seeing, whether it's injuries, whether you're going to blame injuries or red cards, whatever, you were in the prime position when you were leading the league with fucking, I don't know how many games left to go. That was your chance to win the league. Now, you're seeing when shit hits the fan, it's not as easy to be in that position. And secondly,
that's a question.
That's a good point. Last season, everything went right for Arsenal in a way. That's a good point.
Can I ask a question? Yeah, and this is the honest to God feeling I have at this point in time. Is when you look at the combination of factors, it's a tough start to the season, right? In terms of the teams we played. So we've gone to City, we've gone to Villa Park, we've gone to Spurs, we've played Liverpool at home, Brighton, which is a relatively tough game in terms of like there are no freebies. Now the ones we've cocked up are Wolves, right? Even Man City dropped points at St James's Park this season, and there's Liverpool still have to go to all of these places. And play these games. And so do some of the other contenders. I can't see where either of those sides have got objectively better than they were in the last couple of seasons, right? And then furthermore, City haven't really figured out the solution for not having the best player in the world available, right? And so with all those factors, in terms of the fixture list and that kind of stuff, you've got to say, I still think it's all to play for.
Wait, let me
I don't disagree. I don't think it's done. I just think I just think I'm throwing out some hypotheses. I think maybe the players. I don't know about. I don't agree with this Arteta thing. It's not an Arteta issue. This, in my opinion. And I already don't look at managers too tough. I think the players are not showing the same desire for me as last year. And the injuries, Timber being like coming back from injury, maybe it's too high of expectations.
Stinks, bro.
I don't know.
This is
Man.
one thing I want to talk about. We haven't really discussed much of Edu, who was like Arteta's right-hand man at the club in terms of pushing his agenda forward with the owners, has left the club, right? I'm in the camp, and I've always kind of been in the camp that he's shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is sold very badly, and I mean, look, the only thing he's done, he's done quite a few things well in terms of the contract situation. Right? We've always had problems with players leaving on free transfers and all that sort of shit. But I think the reason why he's gone really deep down inside is that they want to get somebody who's a better operator than him in the market, bro. You know, because we haven't got the players we needed to get. Every year.
But wait. Pre-season, in our predictions pre-season, when we were saying what signings do each club need to make, none of you Arsenal fans were calling for a 9. None of you were calling.
Tell him he's a flat because I've been saying this for years, bro. And I was the one who said we should get rid of Aubameyang.
Oh, sorry, it was Booty. Sorry, it was Booty.
It was Booty because Booty was saying Saka, and I said I was on Isa's side here. I said Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard. They're not gonna. They had that amazing season. All three of them were cooking. That's not gonna just keep happening, bro. At one point, you need a striker to score a jammy goal. At what point? And you know why? I think if I'm an Arsenal fan, even if I don't know anything about Edu, the way I'd look at it, if Arsenal had Isaac last season, Arsenal win the league.
Yeah,
and that's enough, bro. That's enough. I think for Edu to just go. If they had Isaac last season, win the league.
At the same time, Baz, you're telling me here that you rate Havertz as a player. Now, I'm not saying he's a bad player. One second.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
he's not a 9. He's not your 9.
They know his biggest problem is he can only play well when the team plays well, right? And what I mean by that is he's never going to be the guy who, in my opinion, can consistently at the top level carry us at like times. Because you look at all the best teams in the world, the big guys turn up in the big moments.
I agree.
He's your golden boot. He's your golden boot winner.
Who is?
Havertz.
Who said that?
It's the N+1.
You predicted him as the golden boot winner.
Sometimes I do some clickbait shit for views.
Yeah. Wait, the prime.
The receipt.
You can't really hold me to. Hey, remember my rule, by the way, EC. You can't apply these things to me.
All right, listen. No, on all seriousness, the main difference is last year and the year before, you were getting these jammy wins when you're not playing bad. Yeah, when you're playing bad. This year, look at Liverpool. Liverpool were behind at Brighton. They were struggling a bit. They turned the game around on its head. This is what you lot were doing for the last 2 years. This year, it's not happening. This year, you're relying.
Even this year, they had some shit games and they won. But there was a difference. The Arsenal man were a bit like, we're winning, but it's not. I don't know how much longer this will hold for, bro.
I'm pretty sure we've done this already twice this season, bro. Came back twice in the last minute against Leicester. And there was another game as well that I can't remember, but we had a late winner.
I think your luck's out, and you needed that quality up top to win the game.
I think our captain and our best players have been consistently in and out of the squad, and we haven't really had a chance to implement the game plan we originally came into the season with. Think about Calafiori and Timber have both been out for consistent periods of time. Gabriel was out last week, and then Saliba was banned, and then Rice was banned. Marino broke his shoulder in his first training session. So it's happened to every team. I'm not saying it's where was us happened to United last season when all the best players were out because they were getting played into the ground. But at the same time, we just got to see if we can stay within kind of touching distance because it swings in Christmas, bro. They're going to be playing like every 2 or 3 days. There's more competitions than ever. There's some Premier League teams could be in playoff positions in the Champs, so they have an extra fixture added there and blah blah. So there's plenty of time for it.
Yeah, but those factors apply to you as well.
No, but Edu's the guy I wanted out, bro. Because this guy, imagine he
worked in the FA. Edu's not the reason you fucking lost your last game, bro.
Listen, if the manager's asking for players here, and this guy comes back with the Tesco value equivalent every time, eventually you're gonna have to be like, this bum's got to go. This guy was working for the Brazilian FA, before this job. Tell me, why we haven't got one good Brazilian player. Every Brazilian guy he signed, bro, it's been a bum. Marquinhos, the guy they were calling him Bengali after his first thing. I didn't mean it. It was like he didn't have the Jogo Bonito, bro. He wasn't impregnated into him or Hawaiian or anything else. I'm not saying anybody out here, but they were saying this guy is a Fugazi Brazilian. So everybody is signed. Is even Martinelli now. It's looking like we need to upgrade on him. So that's all I can say on my man. And shout out to the Hawaiian and the Bengali community. And I love you guys all. So that's what they were saying. He said no Jogo Bonito detected. So he's got to go, bro. Get someone serious, and then we can.
Listen. I'm not surprised by Arsenal's start. I knew this season's going to be tougher than it was a lot. I think everyone was expecting to build on last 2 seasons. They're saying, listen, last year we got there with 10 games to go. We were at the top. This year it'll be with 3 games to go. But I knew your luck's going to run out, especially when you didn't sign a 9.
You're a top hater anyways, man. So it's in one ear and out the other one. What being said, I think we've spent 20 minutes on Arsenal, so I think I've tried to defend against your narratives a little bit. But let's go over to the next biggest game of the next biggest kind of topic to talk about is Ruud van Nistelrooy's potentially only interim head coach game in charge, which was against Chelsea. Boys, I'm keen to hear your thoughts on how you felt the game went.
Go ahead, Isa.
Fucking boring. Shit quality.
Quality was shit.
Very long.
Awful game. Kind of what I expected the game to be. Except there was a goal by each team. But
Shall I tell you what made me laugh? Shall I tell you what made me laugh in the game? Yeah, there were spells where United are like pressing, and as a result, Chelsea are just. It was such poor quality that like Chelsea couldn't get the ball up to even the striker to his feet or to the midfield. So you're watching the game, bro. The ball is going like ping-ponging around for many times. It's not bad from a United angle because like they're pressing, but then you just start and think, bro, calm down, turn, play it to the keeper. There was none of that game. I don't know why. Everyone was on edge. There was no composure. It was a mess. Gone.
I think Chelsea. The score. I think the scoreline flattered United a bit. I think Chelsea controlled the game for most of it, at least. And bro, listen, we're in a position now where we're waiting for a new gaffer to come in. Like, okay, we got a draw. It's not the worst result, but bro, there's a big amount of work to do on this team. Like, bro, crazy amounts. Bro, I don't know who said it. I think it was Keane. He said, bro, the team's average. Every position is average. There's not one player you look at and you say, oh, this guy, we can take him with a new manager. I know you look, or Hussey or some man rate Bruno, but even someone like him, bro, just washed. Every position is washed in our team. There's not a standout position where I say this guy's untouchable.
I can't defend Bruno this season, so I won't be.
And he's calling up Ten Hag saying, I'm sorry.
Oh,
bro.
First of all, I won't have you guys abandoning Bruno in his hour.
I'm not abandoning him. I'm just saying it's justified if you want to criticize. That's all.
Yeah.
No, Bruno's still gunman. My captain. Yeah,
I said it.
Making me want to shoot myself.
I said it 2 seasons ago, guys. I said, where does he go? If he left right now, I think it's only down for him. But thoughts on Xerxes going through on goal? He might have been right for once. Of a player might be bang on, bruv, because
Fellaini was going through on goal.
I want to take over at this point. You know when like you're at a game or you're watching TV at home and you're like you do the go on like collectively and you get up and the whole crowd rises and then see that bro, I didn't move from my seat when Zerski was running through goal. I knew he'd get caught. I knew he would do fuck all with the ball. I knew he would make the wrong decision. Like it didn't move me. That moved. So I was like,
100%. I think
it's just this
is the problem. This is the problem of giving the guy one more window, bro. He is. That was retarded. Like Ineos have got to look at themselves and go, yo, like that was a big. This Brailsford guy, someone used to take him to a shed outside, bro. For some of the decision making, early stage running the football operations. But yeah, let's talk about the game itself, boys. I think 1-1. I think it probably showed a little bit of resiliency, maybe, to the coach. Do you think the new coach who was watching on from Lisbon the fact that they were, fighting to stay in it.
He 100% was watching. 1000% he was watching.
Probably
Well,
fell asleep, bro.
Yeah, he may. Yeah, no, I think he's definitely watching, man. I don't know, man. It was just more of the same, man. It was just a bit of a nothing performance, nothing game. It didn't really move me. Very uninspiring. I think the crowd was like the whole stadium lacked energy. Like the whole thing was just a bit like, oh, we kind of have to play them. Let's just get out of the way. It wasn't like, oh, Chelsea at Old Trafford, I'm up for this. Oh, we're gonna get up for this. We started well. We started positive. We started extremely positive. I was like, okay, typical of these players to, the manager's gone now. Suddenly they're able to play football again. But then after 10 minutes, like Issa said, I think from that point onwards, Chelsea just controlled the game for the most part. They weren't extremely threatening by any stretch of the imagination. I don't remember any keeper making good save. But I think Chelsea were unlucky not to get the win.
Chelsea bottled it. Chelsea
should have won that game. That was a very winnable game for Chelsea.
I think Marcus Rashford's miss is awful. That half volley where the commentator's like, oh, what difficult technique. If that had went in, we'd have jumped off our seats. Bro, for me, if you're not, you have to bag that or get it on target. Crossbar's not a target. I think what annoyed me and makes me focus on this attempt is that players or United fans are coming out saying, oh, shock, as soon as the manager's gone, Rashford shows up and plays. And in my head, I'm like, bro, I was watching what shows up and plays, bro. Even the commentators have a bias. It's like this guy goes through cycles where commentators get back on his side when a manager goes. Bro, for me, genuinely, maybe I'm being harsh. I think that has to go in, bro. He was so close. It's a hard technique, whatever you call it, but he's also
you back a player of his ability to score that.
Yeah,
100%, 100%.
Because Bruno found him well. Was it Bruno? Yeah, was it Bruno? I think it was Bruno. Yeah. So at that time, he just had to tap it a bit. But I don't know, man. It annoyed me when I saw
it. If here's the target, it's probably in.
Do you know? Do you know whose performance annoyed me the most as a United fan? Garnacho's, man.
Yeah, by the way,
he was
for everything Arsenal fans say about Martinelli, he was doing that and more against Chelsea, bro. The guy just lost, man. He looked like he ran out of ideas, uninspired. All right, he tries. Well, okay, we're gonna praise trying as justifying the money we put these players on, bro. He was so infuriating to watch. Man. Like I said, if we didn't get that penalty, we would never score. 108 minutes, let alone
Garnacho had shades of Dan James yesterday. Head down, running, not passing.
Brain dead, bro. He was so brain dead.
Yeah.
And Casemiro rightfully absolutely lost his shit at him.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. He went from a potential chance to conceding a potential chance, to conceding a chance. As in, like, Chelsea took the ball up the pitch and ran away with it, and then Casemiro had to do that tactical foul.
We got to talk about that. I mean, Chelsea, I think, are at the moment one of those teams where when everything's going well, it kind of functions, it works. They've had some high-scoring games, but the players are commonly also prone to misfiring, and this was probably one of those games for them. We got to talk about cold Palmer, boys, who is obviously now gone missing.
Look at this guy.
And look,
he's doing it. Hey, don't think I don't know what you're doing, bro. You're trying to do one for Budi, your Arsenal boy, and that. Budi, to the fans, everyone must know, bro. Budi has this agenda. Let's be honest. He started it early on about Palmer. He doesn't rate him. Palmer proved him wrong, whether he wants to admit it.
He rates him. He doesn't rate him as highly as everyone else rates him. He does rate him.
That's true.
There's so many players, bro. There's so many players that fall into that category, but Budi has it out for Palmer, bro. He if you press him, he'll tell you.
Yeah, but that's because he used to get compared to Saka. That's why he hates him.
Well, he's probably better than Saka if we're really talking about football.
That's we discussed.
I don't know about that, boys. But
I think that's why Budi doesn't like him.
I don't know about that, bro. But go on.
I think the Palmer.
He can't even play on the right. You can't play on the right wing. I don't know why
he can't.
That doesn't mean he's better than Saka. He's not better than Saka. He can't play on the right.
He's kind of a 3-10 role.
Listen. We're not going to discuss the Saka comparison. I think he's got more in the locker. That's for another time. I don't think I don't think anyone in that whole 22 man on the field was great. So to single out one player amongst everyone that was shit shows a bit of agenda, in my opinion. He didn't cook. He didn't show up. That's cool, but I think it's harsh. I think it's harsh. Like he's been good for them. Been good for them. Maybe because he's been overrated and gassed up by Chelsea fans, they deserve it. Fair enough. If you wanna get onto the fans for all the waffle they give about him, that's cool. But for him as a player, not maybe dropping a 5 or a 6 out of 10, while the average on the pitch was a 6 out of 10. It's the whole game was shit, bro.
Yeah,
but
no,
I think
not.
it's just we gotta be.
I think you know what it is. I think it's a big game. You're looking for. There's a lack of inspiration from the collective 22 players, like you said. Players like Bruno, Cole Palmer, Rashford to an extent. These players should be stepping up though in those moments and dragging you over the line. A bit like how Egal said. Let's say your team is playing shit and you have a 9 to lead you through, and then it'll take you over the line and win a game on his own. In the big games, and I'm a Palmer fan. In the big games, I think he's been ghosting a tiny bit. Like I think based on what we see from Cole Palmer, we don't see enough of it in the big games. That's my take. Maybe not last season, but this season. I'm talking about this season specifically, because obviously he packed us in out with a hat trick at Bridge.
But you know one thing I'd say in the Prem, even though there are big games and small games, I think if you're not the top 2, let's say if you're not the top 3 teams going for the title, big game, small game, 3 points is 3 points in my opinion, because I don't think, or if it's like crunch time, you're trying to make it to champs, etc. However, certain teams in United, Chelsea, even maybe Spurs, even there's the teams that used to be all big games, like none of them now can confidently say what are we trying to achieve, like so it's not like we need these 3 points because we're 5 points away from the top 4. It just all seems up in the air. I agree against the big teams he hasn't cooked like that, but it's like, bro, if he gets 3 points at Bournemouth, Chelsea fans are happy if he gets it there or he gets it elsewhere. Maybe it's a bit more excitement because they beat a rival, but at this stage of where the club is, 3 points is all they need, wherever they get it from.
Yeah, that's fair. Listen, I still think he's a quality player, man. But it's just, the gas sometimes we do hear from, and it's not. By the way, it's not Chelsea fans I'm talking about.
English.
It's like neutrals. He's got that Bellingham PR going, but at least he brings to the pitch what Bellingham lacks. So
it's the English
expecting
fan,
a bit more. That's all, man. Just expecting. That's all.
I don't know if Bellingham lacked it last season, but I mean, he's stuck the poke. Yeah, look, I think we're all split on Cole Palmer. I think he's a good player, but I think it's a bit too early to call it one way or another. But I'm definitely closer to Aboudi's being a bit colder on him than the mainstream media is at the moment. But yeah, I think, boys, having watched the game, I thought it was a bit of a drab affair. But you guys always draw games. Surprised they're a bit more high scoring. But let's go over to the next shock result of the weekend. Or probably the biggest shock result of the weekend. And that was the Bournemouth win at home at the Vitality Stadium against the 4-time defending champions, Manchester City. Did anybody watch the game? What did you guys think of it, boys?
Fair play to those who called it, man. Because some people called it, including Aboudi. Fair play.
I think there's more wishful thinking.
No, it's been saying for a while that they haven't looked the same. But I mean, look, Pep Guardiola at the end of the game said we couldn't handle their intensity and their midfield press and the transitions just kept poking holes, bro. It was a fair. They should have scored a third goal.
Yeah. I was going to say.
At that point, I was thinking, shit, City could still probably get back into this if they. Haaland
should have bagged it as well. To be fair.
Yeah, I mean,
he has that every game, though, man.
Yeah.
I hope City finish 10th so people can respect my man. For the people that are disrespecting my man, I hope they finish 10th and they use my man. So they see how important he is to the club. I'm not going to say his name out of respect. Out of respect. I know you're watching. I respect you, my friend. Yeah. However, finish 10th so they know how important you are to that team. He's talking about transition. He's talking about keeping up with the intensity. He's talking about breaking down play. Say his name. Say who's missing, bro. Say who's missing. It's not Vinicius is missing. It's not who's missing, bro. But anyway, that's why they're struggling. That's why they're struggling.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, they've lost the reigning best player in the world, but I mean, the great Pep Guardiola, and it's one player in there, it all collapses like a house of cards. When are we gonna?
No manager. One player is more important than a manager. That's why I give managers 15% and plays 85%.
See, what's okay?
Bro, I thought we increased this to 25. I thought we were getting somewhere, guys.
Depends on my mood, bro. It depends on my mood.
So, with that being said, what are your predictions, Baz? Do you think that because they've lost him for the entire year, right, they're going to lose their grip on the title?
I think if City win the title, is the most impressive win that they've most impressive title if they win it without Rodri. I don't think they'll win the title. I said this last year. Was it last year Liverpool started off strong as well, or the year before?
Last year. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Liverpool will win it. Salah will leave with another prem. What an inevitable man that is as well. What a joke that is as well. Even though you know me, I'm harsh on these prem players, and I think I'm better than some of them. How are you letting him cut on his left and shoot like that? We'll get to that, bro. We'll get to that nonsense of defending. But I'm saying Liverpool should win it. Should win it. I know they have big games coming up, but they got something about them. Oh, I'm not mad at Salah winning one and Van Dijk. And the guys are like,
it's easier. It's an easier task for Liverpool to win it now, based on everyone being shit around them. So, I agree. I think it's in Liverpool's hands now.
I also think there's no pressure on Liverpool. It's almost like they're enjoying it. You know what I mean? That new manager, you're not going to expect to win the league. You know, certain rumors of players leaving. It's all a bit like, it's like people have Liverpool as this club that, they're going through changes. It's like you're not watching Liverpool kind of thing, you know? Like, you're not keeping an eye on
in the background.
They're doing their thing. So,
to be fair, man on this pod also said Liverpool, they're starting well, but they're off. So, the pressure's off them. They just need to keep cooking, and then they'll be all right.
We'll see, but that's my prediction.
Bro. That'll be a good game.
That'll be a nice game, man. They're always good games. I think City will. Yeah, man. I don't know. Arsenal will either. My prediction is that Arsenal need to really bounce back. No more of these jammy wins. Something needs to switch where they start.
Statement when needed.
Otherwise, it's gonna be long for them.
Well, that's not gonna happen unless they get a new gaffer. But listen, I think
when's Odie back? Go on.
I think if Liverpool sign if City sign a Rodri replacement in Jan, and they haven't fell off too much, they could be all right.
Who's a Rodri replacement in your eyes?
I think anyone other than Kovacic and Gundogan, because them two together, it's not the one.
Yeah, but
do you think Egal? Do you think they'll go for Zubimendi?
No, the man at Kovacic, not manager. Kovacic.
Given that he's a not similar mold, but similar type of player to.
What's your question?
I'm not saying that anywhere near each other level, but
what? Who?
Zubimendi, the guy Liverpool wanted. The 6,
yeah.
The Sociedad guy.
Okay, I heard Mendy, bro, and I was like, what Mendy in this world can even do a job like that? No, in my head, I'm like, I don't know a single Mendy that can do that role, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, first of all, man, we can bring back. They can bring back Naby Keita or someone, but it's.
There's not a player.
I don't know. The Zubimendi guy rejected big racks from Liverpool and an opportunity to just. Even Endo, the guy who actually had the position, was saying, I think we need another defensive midfielder. And the deal was all but done. And then in the end, he just kind of pulled out. So I'm not sure if he would then go and...
I've heard rumors that he's regretting those decisions and that it's not going well. And I think Aboudi was talking to me about how his agent is asking around. I don't know. There's rumors. You see it here and there, nothing concrete.
Yeah.
But if City sign a player like that, where does that take your predictions, Baz and Ego?
They won't win the league for me. Bro, if City win the league, I think, by the way, Liverpool have no pressure. I also think the only team with pressure is Arsenal, which I think is harming them. I don't think City need to win, bro. They can go not winning for a while. Liverpool, no one's expecting. Arsenal, it's a lot of the youth hype, the expectations, the heartbreak. I feel like Arsenal fans, the sadness hits different bro, because last year was so promising,
So
innit?
close. Yeah.
So genuinely, I don't know, man. Even when you ask me, Hussey, it's like I'm considering Arsenal's way. I'm thinking about Arsenal's way more.
Their way back into it.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Hmm.
If Pep can pull it off with someone that he brings in, impressive, man. Then people, I don't know, it's impressive.
All right, here's a question for you, boys. Do you guys have any idea what's going on with John Stones and why this guy's not getting 90 minutes? Because he can do a job in the field.
But listen, man, Johnny Bones Jones, he's one of these guys. Johnny Bones Stones, even, bruv. He's one of these guys, yeah, who are always carrying an injury, and so he always does. Him and with Gundogan, is he barely plays these guys at the beginning of the season, and then once they kind of
loads them up in the business end,
tucks them in there in the crucial stages of the season. They're nice and fresh, and then they finish off. There's so many guys who've had they always get all their appearances from like September to like January time. You use them. People are like, oh, what the hell? Why is he playing this guy? Nathan Ake, all these guys start coming in, and then when the business end of the season comes in, I'm talking about his first season, he rolls out the big guns, man. But let's see.
Pep always says it. It doesn't matter about how you start; it's about how you end.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's a common theme across the City winning Premier League winning teams. Bar 1 or 2 seasons, they start slow every time. Every single time they start slow, and then they just Gear 5, Gear 6, Gear 7 in March.
Yeah, but you lot are applying this. You lot are applying this to this fucking bum team, bro.
Who?
You lot are applying it to Arsenal, saying, "Oh, it doesn't matter if they've lost the first 2 games." And
No, bro.
No, we're literally talking about City, bro. We're talking about City.
Bro.
Yeah.
Make sure you're only talking about City.
Oh, bro. What's the boys?
Bro,
whole conversation about City. His mind was still on the Arsenal segment.
I don't think we spoke about Arsenal.
About this hallucination there.
It's an injustice. We didn't speak about Arsenal enough.
What's the injustice, bro?
Because one of these guys is hiding, bro, putting a sickie on the podcast, bro. He didn't want to hold smoke.
Yeah, but listen, he's firmly in the comments. He's watching.
Yeah, he's hiding.
That might be a worse look. That might be a worse look.
He's able to watch. He's able to watch and comment, but he can't show his face on the pod.
What did you want to say to him that you can't say right now?
No, he's talking the most shit, bro. He needs to be on the pod, and I think we can carry on this Arsenal convo next pod because he needs to.
Right. Well, listen. Hey, I mean, you never know. We've got Inter Milan, I think, midweek, so maybe the bad news will further compound. So you have a bit more ammo for when you confront Booty. But my gut tells me that hopefully by then the situation may have turned around. So let's see, man. I think Edu out is big news, but let's carry on. And we've got to talk about the game that you wanted to earlier bring up, and that is Liverpool getting a win against Brighton 2-1. Brighton had the lead, and it was a hard-fought game, boys. So I want to get Baz. I know you're itching to kind of give your verdict on what you saw of the game. So let's start there with you for a second.
Yeah, man. Good game. I enjoyed the game. I think one thing I'm going to say, and I've been a fan of this guy before, and no one's rated him. I'm seeing Nunez's role, not the same style of play, not as good. He has a role that doesn't involve scoring goals. Maybe something's been unlocked, mate. Because even though he had a great move, by the way, I don't know if you watched the whole game, when he cut back onto his right and he almost scored the top bin. It was a nice move. Although his stats aren't showing up, I don't think he's bagged more than 1 or 2 goals so far this season. Mm-hmm. I think he's playing good. I do think he's playing good. And I thought that last year as well. I think that what Nuno's in his Joelinton bag, that's a vial. That's a vial, though. That's apparently. Apparently, Booty's leaving Arsenal FC with Edu. Hey, Booty's holding a bit of smoke as well, and I can't. We're still in discussions. I can't comment on Booty. His lawyer, Eagle.
Get on this fucking pod, then, bro.
He's talking like. Hey,
I think 24 months is very generous, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say more like
Yeah,
100.
but
hold on. We've both been shit for 24 months. We've got two trophies in the cabinet.
Bro, listen,
I
man.
don't even think United.
I don't make me bring out the messages of you disregarding even the FA Cup as a valid trophy.
Wait, great trophy. Finishing second to City. Putting the pressure on City twice. Great trophy.
And now, bro, listen, when Oli was in charge, that's all you spoke about, by the way. Don't forget that.
We've got two trophies, bro. You've got 0. So we've both been shit.
All right, man. Well, listen, congratulations on those trophies. They didn't keep your boy in a job, but let's not gloss over that too much. And congratulations on this.
I think your boy will be out of the job soon, bro.
We've got football pod. It's not about personal pot shots. I respect, but look, but you're a Man United fan, bro. You got to read the room. You know, you got to focus on internal business.
20 times, bro. 20 times.
We're not in the same lane, bro.
3 Champions Leagues. 3 Champions Leagues.
Yeah, at the moment, but we can talk about VHS tapes.
You can't talk about anything as your club. Your club can't talk about anything. But, yeah,
well, listen, what I can say is we've got a more promising future than you at the moment. So I'll just enjoy it.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. But let's
Nobody's talking about. We're talking about your worst start since Rod Atkinson era, bro, the early 80s. That's what we're talking about right now. You guys are mired in shit. So let's keep the conversation moving. Why do we keep bringing back the Man United, Arsenal, 3 Champions Leagues? Come on, man. Let's stick to the result. So yeah, Mohamed Salah bailing Liverpool out at Anfield again.
What a player.
Who thinks here that they've got the legs to win the title?
We're never in doubt.
Huh?
I was never in doubt Liverpool would turn that game around.
Right.
Isa calls everything. Isa knew everything. We should just ask Isa what's going to happen, not watch the games. That would save us time.
I swear, I called so many things.
Yeah.
And I will still call these things. I'm going to tell you exactly where a team like Liverpool will finish and then where Arsenal will finish. And you're not going to like my answer.
Go on. This is receipts.
Yeah. Make sure this is saved, right? Liverpool will win the league. Arsenal will finish out of the top 4. Remember, I told you.
Whoa.
Remember, I told you. Just remember, I told you.
Okay. You got right now the timestamp right now.
Now that you've told us, what's your top 4?
No, I want you to remember it so you can put it as your.
I remembered it. It's in my bank of memories. I've jotted down the timestamp.
Where's United finishing as well? Also tell us where United.
No, United season's done, bro. That's it. We fucked up too much. Although we got a new gaffer coming in, we'll come like 7th maybe.
Okay, 7th. Okay, who's your top 4 then?
My top 4 is gonna be Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and Villa or Spurs. That's my top 4.
Okay, so presumably that means Spurs or Villa finish 5th until you have Arsenal 6th or 7th.
Yeah.
Or do you have below?
Arsenal will come 6th. Maybe they can take 5th, but they're not getting in the top 4. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you right now. They're not. One more thing.
Booty's heated right now.
Saka is gonna stink up the rest of the season. I'm telling you now. He's gonna stink it up. And them 2 Dumb and Dumber at the back. Dumb and Dumber. They got found out last game.
Hey, he's just cooking you right now. Where's our silent? Hey, Eagle, Owala, Booty, you men are silent. He's cooking. Really cooking.
It's not about silence at all, bro. Honestly,
I don't know.
This is the same Issa once tried to tell me that Lindelof, and he was showing me a picture of Lindelof in a dress, is a capable centre-back. And I was like, all right, bro, enjoy yourself. He was the one who was telling me that shin kicker, Martinez, bro, the Tyrion Lannister of Man United, is an elite level centre back, bro. The guy is jumping to waist height, and you're trying to sell me on this.
That's the guy. That's the guy.
You're telling me he was a 9.5, just a couple of.
That's the guy you're crying that you didn't sign, bro. This is why you got rid of Edu, bro.
Huh?
This is the guy you're crying that Edu didn't sign. One of the targets he wasn't able to sign. Martinez. Were you guys not crying for? Hold on, Martinez is better than Timber. I'm telling you now. You signed Timber as a replacement for Martinez. We got a better deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair enough, bro. I don't mind you thinking that, bro. But this is it's a fool and his money are easy to part ways, bro. And that's
What you
Man
think as
United.
well. That's what you think as well.
Right now, it's 10. It's a 10-8 round right now for East. I don't know what happened to the Arsenal man, bro. I can't lie. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. I don't know.
About what though?
You know, certain things he said, like,
Yeah.
like he got onto you, bro. You got a Dumb and Dumber. That's gonna stick, bro. I got Bears calling me now, texting me.
Yeah,
bro, that one's gonna stick.
I actually don't need to defend these statements that he's making.
No, you need to call them Lenny and George. Lenny and George.
Fair enough.
That's
All right.
what
Well, I'll keep Dumb and Dumber. All right, just for the record, I'm more than happy to keep Dumb and Dumber.
All right, listen, Ego.
Your guys, huh?
What's your top four? I haven't heard that.
Wait, it depends if Arsenal are staring down teams in the tunnel first or not. We've got to factor this in because I think it's stopped now, isn't it? It's stopped. You stop doing it.
Well, bro, ask Martinez, bro. It's hard to win a stare down when you're looking up. That's what he's doing, bro. So let's first of all move on from that topic. Dumb and Dumber, bro. Listen, I promise you.
Wait, he asked you a question. He asked you a question.
Go on.
He already asked you a question.
Tell us your top four. Tell us your top four.
Yeah, I'm saying this. I promise you. Just you're saying that we're not gonna be in the top four this season. That we're gonna win the Premier League, bro.
Whoa!
I'm saying.
I rate it.
I actually rate it, bro.
We haven't even begun to see. We've gone through some hardship, but we haven't begun to see what the final product is gonna look like when everyone's fit.
Oh! I've seen the final product.
How many points are we behind? How many points are we behind Liverpool right now? 7, is it?
7. Yeah.
Bro, I've seen 10-point leads melt in February.
G, you're closer to us than Liverpool. Chill out.
Sorry?
You're closer to us than Liverpool.
It's just a fact. I mean, it's stating a fact.
Yeah,
that's a bit mad. That's a bit mad.
Only one of us is actually capable of catching Liverpool. That's what I'm going to tell you. So you can try and drag us into your puddle of shit as much as you want.
What does catching Liverpool mean? What does catching Liverpool mean? Putting the pressure on. You mean putting the pressure on? What do you mean by catching Liverpool?
Listen, man. Forget that. I said we're gonna win the thing. We're gonna win the thing. Are you listening to me, bro?
You also have Havertz as golden boot winner.
You have to presumably catch the people at the top. You realize this, right?
Yeah. When does Odegaard come back? Genuinely,
maybe even midweek. He's training, and he leads the whole press. If you watch Arsenal play football, and you compare it to like Man United, for example, with the press uncoordinated, the reason why we're so good with Odegaard is not just because he's a creative midfielder with all passes. No, it's because he's the one who's leading the press.
Bro, the press. The press is not why you're in this position. I'm telling you now.
It is. It definitely is because that's how we pin teams in, and that's how.
Bro, no. That's not why.
Bro, you don't understand football. You actually don't understand football, bro. Guys.
That is not why. That is not why you lost against Newcastle. It has nothing to do with the press. I'm telling you now. You had brain dead players at the back to concede that goal. Starting from the left back down to the centre backs.
I think he's talking about generally Arsenal in general. Since Odegaard's injury, not the Newcastle game. I think you guys.
Hold on. The press pins teams back. Yeah, it pins teams back. So you lost 1-0 against Newcastle from that goal.
Yeah.
So let's say you pin them back for the rest of the game. Okay. Yeah. Who was? Firstly, tell me where was your goal going to come from? Who was going to get you your goal? That's what I want to know first. Where was your goals coming from yesterday?
What do you want me to give you a minute and a player's name?
No. Tell me who is your most likely scorer going to be?
It makes no sense to me. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. What I'm trying to tell you is, as you try and carefully weave some sort of narrative to pin me against the wall here, I'm telling you, bro, this team is disjointed and it's missing its best players. All right, so I think and plus you keep talking about the cross. Yeah, it was a quality cross. Sometimes you got to give the attacker their points. It was an unbelievable delivery.
No, unbelievable. I'll put an unbelievable delivery. Had that much time on the ball, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro. And people like Vic and Bid before defenders were actually good, and they made a fortune out of it. So,
I just want to know. Wait, I just want to
know. By the way, one thing I'm gonna chime in here, as the man that knows ball the most out of us, and you men are not bad. At Issa's point, Timber should have stopped the cross. However, wait, Beauty, generally, since you've been into ball, have you met another person on planet that's ever been more wrong on the topic of football? Hold on. As I was saying, Timber, I think my initial point was he should have stopped the ball. However, Issa has a point, bro. Issa has a point. Genuinely has a point.
What's his
He's
point?
in the middle of both of them. When you're defending across, you're usually goal side, bro. You're defending across coming in. You're goal side. You're tight. So you have to say there is a mistake on them. I'm giving more credit to Gordon's cross. Secondly, I'm saying Timber should have stopped that cross. So that will cancel each other out. However, Saliba and Gabriel, I think one of them, Gabriel should have either passed Isaac on. I can't remember what Isaac was. Should have passed him on to Saliba or vice versa, bro. That's the truth.
Listen, man, I got to get time out here quickly, boys.
Listen, man, go on.
I can't believe we're wasting time here on discussing two of the most consistent defenders that we've had.
I agree.
And they are consistent. Their away record has been unbelievable. Bro. Yeah, and we can see the goal against Newcastle for a good side away from home. And all of a sudden, I'm hearing Dumb and Dumber and all these talks. So I can't even entertain this stuff, bro.
Not me.
I'm very happy with the defenders we have on our team. I just think the fixture pile up, I'm happy to pile up, bro. I said it first. I said we made a terrible start.
Fixture pile up.
We haven't had a start quite as bad as Man United, but we had a pretty terrible start, bro. So let's see if we can turn it around. There's enough games to turn it around. East would have sold Saliba and Gabriel.
There's enough games to lose as well.
Oh man, I don't know how you could have possibly worked that out, but kudos to you. That's some great work there. But yeah, no, I love how you've dragged it back there, boys. Well, Issa mainly, but this time, have you got more to get off your chest about, or more predictions to make here?
I think I'll keep my cards close to my chest for now. But I've given you.
That's a crazy prediction. United have more chance of winning Europa than Arteta has of winning Prem.
We're not winning no Europa, man.
No, that's a fair prediction, bro.
Yeah. Second half of the season, United on a title charge. Listen, man, if Amorim strings 3 wins together, we know Issa will change his predictions to have United in that top 4 in a fortnight, boys. So I don't place as much value as you guys do on our good friend Issa.
Wait, my friend, who's finishing second? You told me Arsenal win. Fair. I don't mind that. Where's City going to end up without Rodri?
Arsenal win, City second, Liverpool third. That's my prediction of that order. And then 4th place, I'm probably going to put Aston Villa. I'm going to stick with Aston Villa on this one after what I've seen so far this season. But listen, boys, we've got a very, very few number of minutes to cover some other big results that I want to talk about. And one of those, and where we really have to start, is Nottingham Forest, who are unanimously condemned pre-season as being top favourites for the relegation zone at the very least. And they are currently, after 10 games, sat in 3rd place.
They'll finish bottom half of the table. Forget this honeymoon stuff, man.
Yeah.
Forget this honeymoon stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's cute. It's nice. By the way, bottom half is still impressive. If like that 10th to 12th, that kind of vibe. But
they're only 6 points away from the bottom half of the league.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good run, but yeah, it's not going to last, is it?
Right.
Sorry to be a bummer.
I agree with you. It's been a very surprising start. They're halfway to the safety zone.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can capitalize on this and put their feet up in February when they've.
But how nice would it be for another Leicester City and Nottingham Forest this season? How good would that be for the league?
Not good for us, mate. We've got very limited.
Yeah, obviously, but as a United fan who has no say in these title races, I would love it.
But a part of me, me as a neutral, as a United fan, a part of me, I don't want anyone else except City to do it, bro. I don't know what it is. No. I mean, I other than Leicester to do it. Sorry. There's something about that Leicester team. It was good. It had they were rude guys. They were on it. Mahrez, Vardy attitude. That kind of team. Yeah. But it would be nice. But bro, I'll be honest. As a neutral, I want these guys to just win the Prem and get out of my face, bro. Arsenal. I'm not an Arsenal fan, and I'm sick of it, bro. Imagine them. They must be. You man must be just so sick of it, bro. I'm actually sick of it, bro.
I'm not sick of it at all, bro.
20 years of shit in the bed, bro. It gets to you after a while.
Man, I swear.
But yeah, man. And then so Forest got a 3-0 dub, big dub against West Ham United.
Yeah.
At Forest Ground. Southampton beat Everton 1-0 in a relegation 6-pointer. Palace and Palace and Wolves drew 2-2 at Molineux.
Yeah.
An action-packed ending to that game, to be honest with you. Trevor Chalobah
Yeah.
scored this in the 60th minute. Then Jorgen Strand Larsen in the 67th. João Gomez gave them the lead, Wolves the lead, that is, in the 72nd minute. And then in the 77th minute of the game, Mark Guehi equalised. And it was a finely balanced mid-table scrap. I'm trying to think if we're missing out on any other huge results.
Let's talk about Spurs. Let's talk about Spurs.
We should talk about Spurs.
And let's talk about Spurs at home.
I think everyone had Villa winning that game.
Right.
In our predictions before, apart from me, of course.
Okay.
What went wrong, Hus?
Put me on the spot, bro. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know.
People need to put respect on Spurs' name now.
But bro, we see this every year, man, and they're still seventh.
I hear
They're not moving.
Yeah, well, I respect, but they've won 5. They've not done amazing.
They've won 4 out of the last 6. Like, all right, they're in form. Calm. They're not gonna do nothing, man.
I think with Solanke, if he clicks in completely into gear, big signing for Spurs, bro. Big signing.
He doesn't move me, man.
I'm not a fan of this guy. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this guy.
Bro.
No, he did play well against Villa. He did play.
Of course he did. Of course he did. No denying that. But to lead a line, to be the guy that turns Spurs from mediocre to average to, we finally won a trophy. Is he the guy to lead the line? I don't know, man. I think they were just stuck. It was him or Tony. They had 60 mil to spend. They already wasted out Richarlison. 60 mil to spend on another
How
one.
much did they spend on Solanke?
65. Rising to 65.
How is that, bro? Oh, football game gone, bro.
No, bro. Come on.
What?
Be serious, bro.
65
Look
I'm just gonna
at the Prem top scorers last year. Look at the Prem top
there was
scorers.
several
Yeah,
seasons.
65 million deal. Yeah, with
Bro, there was
55 mil
several
with 10 million in add-ons. Yeah.
I remember his previous spells at his clubs. Bro, this bro, I was dying for him to score at one point, bro. What?
Bro, his last season was his first good season in professional.
There you go. I know. That's what I'm saying. He has one good season, 65 M's. I'm happy for him. And when you do it once, cups come after you. But stop it, bro. He's a 30 mil man, bro. Like Hussey said, they had the money to splash, but 65 M's, bro. You better. How many goals you got for them?
Yeah, I think what he got 19 in the league last season.
No, this year, what's he got?
Like 5 or something.
This year he started.
Goals.
He was injured when he came into the club, so he's been kind of in and out of the squad. They're just kind of betting him in now, to be honest with you.
Okay, if he proves me wrong, fair enough, but I don't know, bro. I'm not a fan.
I think Spurs are shit anyways, bro. They shot the bed against Brighton last week, wasn't it? He's talking about, Spurs have arrived on the stage. He got smoked by Brighton literally the week before. They were 2-0 up. They lost 3-2. Dunk up again.
Wait, where are Spurs in the table?
7th?
Are they 7th?
Yeah, it's about
where they're 7th. Spurs are 7th.
2 points behind Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Huh?
No, just what he said. 2 points behind Arsenal. Just
no. It's a good benchmark to use because they're 2 points behind the league winners this year, innit? So I'm just that's how I measure them up.
100%. That's how you should be measuring them up, to be honest.
Yeah.
Whereas you guys are obviously not in that category, so there's no need to use the equations. So good stuff from you. And it's actually, funnily enough, I've got something very interesting for you. You're just gonna have to wait for a second. My source literally just shared it with me, and it is something that I would like you to quickly explain before we go off the air. And so, if you would just bear with me for a second, I'll show you something.
Issa, you're gonna watch Sporting Man City tomorrow?
Am I gonna watch Sport?
This is you, my friend. Can I get your explanation on that? The League Cup is the same as FA Cup.
By the way,
What does that mean?
Isa's got you, man, on the ropes today.
Wait,
Man.
what does that mean? What's that supposed to show us?
What they're trying to say is that the 2 cups that you man won don't mean anything. However, Isa specifically said earlier, we've won 2, you've won nothing, we're both shit. He did say that, boys.
Thank you very much.
Boys, boys, you guys, there's some cooking happening.
This is the capitulation we're seeing from Arsenal, bro. This is what's happening.
Yeah, no, by the way, this is...
I don't understand where you're coming from here, bro, because this is before you won the cups. You were saying they're trying to hold the cups as some sort of...
Did you see me go to the trophy parade when we won the League Cup?
Was there a trophy parade? Wait,
hold on. Wait, one second. We won the FA Cup.
Was there a trophy parade?
We won the FA Cup last year.
You answer my question.
Wait, I'm gonna answer the question. I'm answering the question how I want to answer it. We won the FA Cup last year, and right after it. Wait, can I answer the question?
No.
We won the FA Cup last year. Right after the game, I said thank you. Let's get Ten Hag out.
It's true.
You did say that, to be fair.
True, boys.
What does that mean, though? Because you on camera in this episode saying,
wait, didn't you call for Arteta's head if he didn't get 94 points?
I did.
Okay. That'll be an interesting one then. Yeah, very interesting.
Oh, boys, the crumbling, man. Crumble.
I don't know where Baz is getting, where Baz was judging, was scoring this argument here, by the way, but he's
because I'm
coming out. He hasn't really said it.
I'm sitting on the side, and Isa, clearly earlier in the call said, "We've won 2 cups, you've won none. We're both shit." He didn't claim that they're doing better than you, and now he's also said he wanted Ten Hag out after the FA Cup win, so he wasn't even celebrating the FA Cup. He said to you, "Man, you shouldn't have celebrated when you won it. It's a shit cup," and you did claim that 94 points, bro. So I'm just as a man on the side, I'm friends with both of you.
Yeah,
you really have him on post, but Isa's cooking you today. That's maybe the viewers disagree. He's cooking you today, and he's drinking his creatine. That's crazy. That's crazy stuff, bro.
But the audience have spoken. They said that is Saudi Amato.
Yeah, but he's an Arsenal fan. He's getting cooked, isn't it? Bro,
listen, man. Boys, you're gonna have to comment to confirm my cooking in this one. But something tells me
specifically just Arsenal.
Arsenal in general, you meant?
Yeah, Arsenal, man.
I think that's all right. I'm willing to see what the comment section says about that, and we'll stick with that. But I don't think Isa's gonna be right about his prediction this summer when we finally find out.
You're definitely gonna be right about those. I'll tell you that.
Arsenal not in the top 4. That's a very bold shout. Who else did you say? Liverpool's gonna win the title.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, very bold predictions from Isa, and that's why he's here, because come this May, he's going to be walking all of those previous statements back and giving caveats and excuses why his predictions didn't come to pass. So please do tune in on that episode.
Right, zero wins in the last 3 times.
Enjoyed this one, boys. Enjoyed this one,
boys. It's been a pleasure. We'll reconvene on Thursday. Capitulation, brothers. Yeah. When I'm back, and that's I think probably the alias of the currently missing in action, Booty. He'll be back on Thursday. I'm hoping where you guys will all be joining us too. As always, thank you very much, gents, for your company this evening. I look forward to chatting with you guys again soon. Gabos out.
You boys.
Peace.
Thanks, boys.